YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It is Janice from Words to My Daughter, back with another video today. And this is, I guess, a special video. If you're new here, my name is Janice. I am a stay-at-home mother to a 2-year-old girl named Ezriella. We call her Ezzy for short. If you follow me on Instagram, then you'll know that recently I just announced that I am pregnant. So this video is just mainly going to be showing, me finding out, me telling my husband, me telling a few of my close friends, and my parents and my sister. But I wanted to start this video off by giving a little background, just because I feel that the significance of this moment may not be caught because of not knowing kind of just what has gone on in the past. Sorry, I was just making sure Ezzy was still asleep because I'm trying to get this done while she's taking a nap. And if you follow me, she doesn't take a long nap. Yeah, so I just found out I'm pregnant, and it's crazy because after I did have Ezzy, I swore that I was never gonna get pregnant again, that I was never having any more kids, that I was done. I was like, what we gotta do to make sure this doesn't happen again? I was just done, and there was multiple reasons for that. I have struggled with anxiety for the last like 5 years or so. I, for one, never thought that I would get pregnant. I actually, before I got pregnant, had a miscarriage. My first pregnancy was a miscarriage, and it was very depressing and like hard to go through. I was 10 weeks when I had a miscarriage, and I guess it was hard because I felt like I was so close to that stage of, being safe and the risk lowered. And so I started really getting attached and excited. So that was just a whole terrible situation. It was very depressing. And so after that, I was just like, okay, we took a little break or whatever. And then I believe it was like a year or two, we got pregnant again with Ezzy. And Ezzy came out healthy and amazing and wonderful. I had to have a C-section, but the pregnancy process with both my miscarriage and Ezriella, it was traumatizing. The doctors were terrible. I was labeled hypertension because of me having major panic / anxiety attacks every time I would go to the doctor, which would have my blood pressure raising crazy. I was just constantly like being told this was wrong or this could be wrong or all these things. And I think probably to the average person, they would have probably been like, oh, my baby's gonna be fine. But me having anxiety, I think like I internalized a lot, and so I was worrying about so much going on. And then I was with my first pregnancy with the miscarriage, it was such a crazy situation because I had started bleeding. And I had gone to the doctor because it got pretty excessive. I went to the emergency room. The doctor gave me an ultrasound, said she saw the baby, and it seemed like everything was fine, like that maybe I was just bleeding, but to just keep an eye on it, and it's, it increases again, to go back. And it stopped. It had stopped, and then I had an actual appointment that was coming up. And so when I went to that actual appointment, my doctor was saying they couldn't see the baby. Mind you, I do have fibroids, and they're fairly large, so there was like all these issues with being able to see, and then these scares with your fibroids, like this, where they're located, all this dramatic stuff. And then so they kept saying they can't see the baby, and I was like, well, just a few days ago they said they did, so what is the issue? When they checked my hormones, they were still rising, so they were kind of confused on like, okay, you're not miscarrying because your hormones are still rising, but they weren't elevating at the rate that they were supposed to. So that was another issue. But ultimately, I had gone back and forth to the doctor, I think a week later, maybe a few days later, because they told me to basically keep coming back. And this one doctor specifically that I had, she was absolutely horrible, okay? My mom was with me this day. Nathan had to work, and they checked my hormones again. Every time I went, I was there forever. And finally, after hormones continuously rising and no bleeding and all this stuff, finally when, and she was confused. She didn't know what was going on. She was like, this is so weird. Like, I have no idea. So she then starts throwing out random issues that I could possibly have. And you know, being me, I had already been looking things up and trying to figure out what was going on myself. So some of the stuff she was saying literally didn't make sense from what I read, and I guess the criteria that needs to be occurring for that to be the case. And I was like, well, I thought if that was the case, then you had to be doing. She was like, yeah, I just don't know. So I'm trying to figure things. Like, she was just terrible. So then anyway, my hormone results come back finally, and then my hormones have basically finally started dropping, basically giving us some information to what was going on. So I was miscarrying, and this doctor reads the results and says, oh, good. And I remember I was sitting there like, what? And she said that because she was happy to have an answer to this unsolved, you know, situation. Mind you, kind of negating the fact that I am now being told I'm having a miscarriage. It was terrible. It was awful. I still can't stand this doctor to this day. That was my first pregnancy. So my second pregnancy didn't go much better. The same kind of doctor. I had to deal with her again. She was the one that said I had to have a C-section, and she just sucked. I did not like her at all. It was just always this stressful situation. I was always being told like, oh, you can deliver vaginally. Then it was, oh, no, you can't. Your fibroids and will block, and you can bleed out, and it was just all this crazy stuff. So I literally went into the operating room, laying there looking up at the ceiling like, am I gonna die today? Is this my, like, it was awful. So coming out of that experience, and then having a newborn baby, and then the dramatic, anxious ridden things that come along with that, I was just like, I cannot do this again for my sanity. It wasn't until recently that I decided that I wanted to have another baby, and it was actually after the passing of my grandfather, and seeing my mom and her siblings gather together and get through that situation together, and how that helped with their healing and the process of them going through it. It just literally made me think, like, if something were to happen to me and Nathan, she would be left by herself. She would have no sibling to go through the grieving with. She would just be by herself. And that like hit me so hard, and it was like in that moment that I decided, like, no, as scared as I am, as like traumatizing as these last two pregnancies were, I need to have another baby for my baby. And also, obviously, I love her, and I am grateful and happy to be able to give love to another child. And you know, I've been through a miscarriage before, so I'm just praying to God that, you know, everything goes well, healthy, everything, just everything, every aspect of this, mental, physical, spiritual, baby, everything goes smoothly and well and healthy. And I'm going to be deep in my word and in prayer during this time, because I do get anxious, I do get scared, but I'm just going to try to enjoy each moment and be grateful and happy, because I know that there are so many people that are praying for this. So I guess that is the intro to this video. Sorry if it was super long, but here's now me telling my family and friends. I didn't do anything extremely special or psycho, because obviously I have a child already. My sisters have two, and then my youngest sister is pregnant, she's actually due tomorrow, but she can have her baby obviously any moment. So I didn't want to make this big thing, but I did want to share, just have something to document and look back on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hi guys, I look crazy because this is kind of a random push play moment. I've been feeling a little bit weird over the last couple weeks, and so after last night feeling even more weird, I decided that maybe I should take a pregnancy test, and I'm nervous. Not because I don't want to be pregnant, just nervous in general. So I've just figured, in case I am, that I'd have this documented. I don't know why I'm so nervous. So I am I'm going to get ready to take this. I'm in my daughter's room with the door closed. My husband is out there with Ezzy, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take this, and here we go. So I got my cup, and I just took this out of the package. This is just a little cheap Dollar Tree ones. I've used them before and they work, so why spend $1 trillion if you get the same result? So obviously 2 lines positive, 1 line negative. There's invalid. Okay, let's do this. Bathroom time. Alright, so I have my phone. There. 1, 2, 3. Start. 3 minutes. We'll be back. I'm nervous. I'm nervous for either way. That's the crazy thing. Yeah, that's the crazy thing. I'm like shaking, but I'll check back in after 3 minutes. 1 minute. Look at how ashy my hands are. I just finished washing them. Longest 3 minutes ever, right? Jeez. Let's see. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh my God. I'm pregnant. I'm like literally shaking. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now I have to go in there and tell Nate. Oh my gosh. Babe, I'm pregnant.
Really?
Yes. Like 2 bright freaking lines. I'm like shaking.
Caught any fish.
Rumors.
And no
You're gonna
You
be
gotta
a
have a
big
sibling, you can't touch
sister.
Things are wilted, and I'm not serious.
Sister.
It's not, I said it. You're gonna be a big sister. What's wrong, baby? What's wrong, my girl? Oh, it's okay. It's my girl. You're gonna be a big sister.
And in all honesty, I'm struggling.
Do you care?
Where I'm at, I actively
You too sleepy
search
right now?
out community. I think that's what I want to do.
There you have it. I can't believe this. I'll check back in when it's actually registered and processed in my brain. Oh my gosh. Well, I was calling because I need you guys to be praying for us because I just took a pregnancy test and I'm pregnant. Yeah. I'm not lying. I'm like still shaking. I'm dead serious. So before we sing happy birthday or anything like that, I just wanted to let you guys know that today I am 4 weeks pregnant.
I knew it! Are you serious? Congrats! Yeah! Why you gotta get a pink thing? Yeah!
That's not the. Oh my god!
Congratulations! 4 weeks? Alright, Nate. Don't let me down, bro. This is night right here, bro. Let's go! Time. Have to be now.
Right?
Thanks for saying.
Thank you. What I'm calling is my friend Nika. We've been friends for at least 10 years. So let's give her a call. Hopefully she answers.
Hello.
Hey, best.
Hey, babe.
Well, I was calling because I wanted you to be one of the first to know that I am pregnant. How did you know?
Okay, let's play.
It's later in the day, and we're back for a try again with this girl here. She called me back, but I was eating, so. Yeah, I was actually calling you to tell you that I am pregnant, and yes.
Oh my God! Honey, I'm gonna cry.
Why?
I'm happy. Are you happy?
I am.
You're
Yes.
happy.
Yes. No. That concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, it was very simple and just, just telling people close to me that I love and that I was comfortable with. But I did go back and forth on when I was going to announce to, social media, I guess you'd say. And it is early. I didn't wait for the safe period. And I guess that's more so because I believe that going through this process is something that is real and that a lot of women experience. I don't want to feel embarrassed or scared or weird to say if things don't go as we would want them to. I think that's the reality of life, and I also want to be positive. I don't want to hold back and do things out of fear of what if things don't go well. So I'm trying to take this and speak positivity into existence. But I hope you guys are ready to join me on this journey again. But thank you guys again for tuning in. If you like this video, hit the like button below. Subscribe down below if you're interested in the future videos that are going to be coming along as I try to keep a healthy, fit pregnancy. And also follow me on Instagram if you guys want to see my content on there. But I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you again for tuning in. Bye.